Hello and welcome again. It is Poultry Science. Thank you so much again for staying tuned. I want to tell you that I quite appreciate your staying tuned. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, follow, share also, and thank you for liking the video. I want you to know that your being there is the reason why we keep going. Thank you so much. Now today we're yet into another viral disease. Now, the last 2 or 3 of them will be about viral diseases, infectious bronchitis, respiratory, and then also we looked at infectious bursal disease. You want to check over the previous videos. Today we have Marek's disease. Now, infectious bursal disease was immunosuppressing. This one affects the spinal, the neuron, and the spinal cord, causing paralysis. But let's go into it. Now, what we have today is Marek's disease. It's actually named after the Hungarian scientist that discovered it. Now, if you look something about science, sometimes certain things are named after the person who discovered them. Like we talked about the infectious bursal disease, generally and more popularly known as Gumboro disease. It's the name of a place in the United States. Marek's disease, other names, avian neurolympomatosis, or it's also called Marek's disease virus that causes it, or chicken paralysis or fowl paralysis, and it's also called neuroleucosis, acute leucosis, range paralysis, or gray eyes when it affects the eyes. Now these are some of the symptoms we're going to see later on, that sometimes Marek's disease affects the eyes, causing distortion. Now back to it again. It's a non-respiratory viral disease. It affects chicken, turkey, pheasants, and sometimes game birds. Now, it affects chicken. We're going to mention on chicken because it's very popular among the birds. Chicken between 1 to 16 weeks are very vulnerable. Now, what are the signs and symptoms you see? Like I said, it affects the nerves, the neurons. What happens? It causes nervousness, and once the nerves are affected, it affects coordination. It can coordinate itself. You see paralysis. The animal wants to get up, wants to move, wants to do anything. It can't. Now, what are the other signs you see? You see wounds and lesion, cutaneous lesion, cutaneous skin type kind of injuries. You see them on the animal. Of course, the animal struggles to stand, braces itself against the wall or the floor. It causes injuries. And then you also see progressive paralysis when the animal begins to advance in age, between 11 to the 20th week of old. Now this is because the tumor grows in or around the nerves. The more the tumor grows on the nerves, it affects it and causes or makes it even worse. Now the next thing we see, number 4, is visceral forms, that is whitish tunnel. Now internal organs are what is referred to as the visceral, like you see the lungs, the spleen, the kidney, and other internal organs. You begin to see whitish forms on them. Now this can only be noticed after the animal have been slaughtered, or not slaughtered actually, post-mortem search have been carried out. That's why I discovered it. Now, some signs and symptoms are discovered before the animal post-mortem is carried out. This one you discover when the animal have been post-mortem have been done on them. Now, if the tumor happens on the muscle or tumorous muscle, you see the animal is unable to coordinate itself. If on the other hand it happens on the lungs, the animal is unable, the fowl is unable to breathe properly. It begins to have belabored breathing. Now, it also affects the eyes, in which case the eyes are not coordinated. The iris and other parts of it are distorted. Now, these are some of the signs and symptoms you will see about the animal. Of course, the animal is going to lose weight because it's unable to reach feed, and then it's going to become susceptible to other ailments. These are some of the signs you will see on an animal that is, a bird that is affected by Marek's disease. I want you to stay with me in the next class. We're going to continue. For the length of this video, We're going to stop at this, and then we'll continue the next class. We're going to look at the prevention, and is there possible treatment? Let's know in the next class. I want to thank you for staying tuned. Let's meet then. Thank you.